Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father?
I really do.
Rymir Carter, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant.
Things just got a lot more bizarre, so you might want to take a seat. Beyonce has now been officially embroiled in the Jay-Z scandal and the ongoing allegations regarding his purported secret child. Now, she's not holding back. Rymir is accused of spreading false information that Jay-Z is his father, and she intends to sue him for it. All of this is allegedly an attempt to make money, but it's more than that. It's interesting to note that 50 Cent is substantially involved in creating the Diddy Expos documentary, in which Rymir is apparently being selected to play Jay-Z. Think about stoking the fires with more fuel. Insiders further claim that 50 is paying for all of Rymir's legal costs, including any further litigation Beyonce may bring. The links are rapidly becoming confused. Jay-Z has been battling this paternity problem for nearly a decade. Let me tell you. It all began when Wanda, a lady, stated in an affidavit that Jay-Z was her son's father. She claims that when they first met in 1992, she was still a high school student. She claims that Carmel and Precious were the names Jay-Z knew her by. He was also known as Rock at the time, she said. However, in the same statement, Wanda claims that only her companion Kishia Allen saw the alleged events. Rymir and Wanda have been attempting for years to obtain a court-ordered paternity test. When Jay-Z and his group initially started working together, they even talked about a private settlement. However, he was cautioned against it by his attorneys, who noted that the matter was already widely known and that a silent settlement may harm his reputation.
You have every right to know who your father is. Dr. Lilly, why do you think that it seemed that Jay-Z, via his people, were willing to work something out behind the scenes and then all of a sudden that stopped? Why? Why do you think that he is refusing to take a paternity test and stopped, working with you all behind the scenes? What was driving that, in your opinion?
Well, part of it was a rumor that was told that he didn't like the fact that this particular case was in the public. And he had a problem with Rymir putting it in the public, which was not Rymir, was his mother. It kind of got leaked out. So he didn't like that.
I did this. I didn't, but that's why, can I spill my little 2 cents on it? People, I didn't, I'm going to support my mom until I pass, even after that. So, I didn't bring this up, I didn't bring this to court. This was all, my mom started just be there to support her, and I'm always going to be there to support her, which I think everyone should do for their parents. And, there's no problem with that.
So basically, in a nutshell, I just believe that was a big part of it. He didn't like the fact that it was in public. There was a time that Mr. Carter was trying to resolve the matter in the very beginning, and he was doing it in the best interest of Rymir. And then somewhere he left his heart and started thinking with his head. But at the end of the day, he knew something. And these people are the low-end attorneys who were at the bottom, so to speak, trying to do what they were doing.
Do you think part of it is because Wanda was 16?
Yeah, well, definitely that's the big part of it. The allegations that we have, the affidavit says that Wanda was 16 and he was 22. That's in Wanda's own words.
Right.
So therefore, that would be something that would make some people uncomfortable.
Right. Well, it's a crime.
Rymir Carter, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
Oh, the detail.
That's how Rymir Carter made it into this world.
Occasionally, according to Rymir's godmother, disputes appeared to be resolved amicably. She also mentioned that Jay-Z's in-house attorney got in touch with her and that he was kind and willing to work out a private deal. They even praised Rymir's musical abilities and inquired as to whether the label should sign him. He hadn't completed high school, so she turned down the chance. Everything changed in an instant. Their tone changed entirely when new lawyers arrived. She claimed they appeared to realize at the time how serious the issue was, especially in light of the allegations that Rymir's mother, Wanda, had been underage at the time. Pressure began to mount around the case. Just when it seemed that things couldn't get much worse, this altercation left Rymir's family devastated. Before Rymir could finish the lawsuit, her mother, Wanda, died. Her passing added a new agonizing dimension to the struggle her son was still engaged in. In addition to being a devastating experience, it rekindled Rymir's need for accountability and answers. Moreover, not everyone involved in the case believes it was simply bad luck. They believe that she might have been killed by supernatural forces. Jaguar Wright even stated publicly that she believed Wanda's death may have been caused in part by problems in the legal system. The audacious assertion has been supported by some who already believe that the system has not treated Rymir fairly. Since Wanda's departure, the matter has grown even more delicate and contentious, and there has been no settlement. The battle for Rymir has just gotten more fierce.
Does not care. You think
that his mother wasn't a liar, because that's what they said his entire life while she was alive. Denying him makes her a liar. That woman was on the phone with the judge who was harassing her, telling her, demanding that she stop filing for paternity when she gave way and died. His mama died on the phone. Trying to get proper acknowledgement to him. If your mama died like that, would you just sit around and let people keep calling her a liar?
In an interview with the Daily Mail, Rymir said he had never asked for money. He stated that he had no intention of inheriting Jay-Z's fortune or prestige. He's curious about his father's true nature. It has always been about achieving understanding and serenity for Rymir. After all these years, he simply needs closure and actual answers.
Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father?
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like, it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with.
Obtaining justice has not been simple for Rymir. Over the years, he has encountered persistent issues and disappointments. He even accused Jay-Z of funding the court and legal staff in an effort to weaken the case. The dispute persisted, and Rymir even carried it all the way to the Supreme Court. It has only been recently that things have started to go his way. According to a court, the paternity lawsuit can now proceed. However, Jay-Z's legal team swiftly reacted by submitting further applications to overturn the decision. Supporters weren't remaining silent, and internet users reacted swiftly. Jay-Z faced criticism on social media for once again delaying the case. Many question his refusal to simply submit to a DNA test in order to end the charges once and for all.
Boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline. Same straight knobby knees. Is like all of this just by accident. Just by accident. It's just a coincidence.
Naturally, 50 Cent couldn't ignore this. As soon as the decision was made, he posted something dubious on Instagram. Rymir's motion to continue the lawsuit was granted by the judge, demonstrating Jay-Z's popularity. Jay-Z was also given until July 18th by the judge to reply to the proceedings. But this is where things start to get a little jumbled. Jay-Z and Beyonce were accused of taking out 2 mortgages on their Bel Air home a few days after the decision. Then, quickly, rumors began to circulate. It was believed that the Carters were preparing to leave the nation. Jay might face severe legal repercussions if the DNA test comes out positive. It has the power to ruin everything he has created. His reputation, legacy, and entire empire are in danger. There are rumors that Beyonce may have a different legal approach despite their apparent situation. Insiders believe that she aims to sue Rymir, claiming that he is harassing the family through this paternity battle. Her attorneys are currently attempting to have the DNA test order revoked. They claim that their children and immediate circle are experiencing mental suffering as a result of the litigation. The same sources claim that Beyonce's team is portraying Rymir's lawsuit as a publicity stunt. She claims that since the matter became widely known, her family has not been at peace. But additional tea was spilled right after that news was made public. Industry insiders claim that 50 Cent asked Rymir to play Jay-Z in his planned Diddy movie. It's not even the most absurd part of it. 50 Cent also allegedly promised to pay for all of Rymir's legal fees. This includes any possible legal actions, as well as the dispute between Jay-Z and Beyonce. We've all heard of 50 Cent's trivial actions, but this, using Jay-Z's purported son in place of the character on screen, there's a discernible shadow level, particularly when fans can't help but notice how much Rymir resembles him. It is evident that Beyonce is defending her marriage in her alleged lawsuit. There has been a lot of discussion about how this drama could cause them to split up, even though she appears ready to fight. Their desire to leave the country is a spreading rumor, but Beyonce's action demonstrates that we're handling this as a unit. But the internet isn't putting up with Jay-Z's silence. Social internet is exploding with responses to publicly commemorate 50 Cent. Phrases like "God bless 50 for stepping in when Rymir needed help the most" are being utilized. According to others, no man is an island, he deserves support. Jay-Z's character is being questioned by more fans than ever before. He has been delaying the DNA test for a long time, not because it is awful. Jay-Z could have resolved this years ago by finishing the straightforward test that is being mentioned. To avoid the problem, he has instead paid hundreds of dollars for legal fees. Whether he is Rymir's father or not, a lot of people believe it says a lot about the man he is. However, as Rymir stated, it has never been about money or influence. As one fan stated, having Jay-Z as a dad wouldn't even be a flex at this point. For physiological and psychological reasons, he just wants to know his origins. This is the main question. Do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce will take the exam later, or will they do it at last? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Watch this video after that. To ensure that you don't miss our next in-depth session, remember to hit the bell, subscribe, and like, since you are already aware of it. Whether you rock with my stars or hushers, we'll be locked in here at Star Hush. See you later. Meanwhile, remain alert and concentrated.